And it seems we are live, Mr. Kirkwood.
Good Lord.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet another virtual craft festival. Now, I know what you're thinking. It is a fantastic looking beard. But we're not here to talk about
Thank you very much, Jamie.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here to do a little bit of crafting throughout the day. So I'm going to let my host introduce himself, or co-host introduce himself, and I'm going to head over to the lathe and make a start. So, introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Dale from Maple Tree Studios. I'm on a bit later on at 12 o'clock. I just scroll, so I'm here to support this crazed individual called Mr. James Page. And make sure you guys, any questions you've got, please just put on there. My word. Just put as a prefix, either QQQ or my word. That's a beard, and we'll and we'll get those messages over to you. We're going to be popping in some links as we go through the day. We're going to make sure you guys are kept informed. And yeah, watch out for us both throughout the day.
That was close. I nearly put a 10 on there instead of a mortise. That would have been
hilarious.
That would have been a good start to the day, wouldn't it?
That'd have been hilarious.
It would have done. It would have done. So. Do I put a foot on there? Yeah, why not?
You're going to put me off the screen?
I suppose I could do, yeah.
Splendid, sir. Splendid.
Let's go. Let's put you off the screen. There we go.
Yay!
All right, let's turn this around.
So let me give you an idea who's lurking, shall I? While you're getting that organized.
Go for it.
In the chat, we have the one and only Alice Hacksat, the one and only Andy Best, the one and only Andy H, the one and only Barry WC, the one and only Circular Keith Bywood, the one and only Chris Spinning Wood Dodger, the one and only David Deadman, the one and only Douglas Mungham, the one and only Forking Hours, the one and only Gerald the French Turner, the one and only Jake Thompson, the one and only Jason Wheeler, the one and only Joe Senior, the one and only Jamie Page, the one and only Chris, I'm sorry, I'm not going to butcher that one. We've got Lionel. We've got the one and only James from Malt Make. We've got the one and only Dude from Bude. We've got the one and only Pete from Twisted Trees. We've got the one and only Peter Corrigan, the one and only Robert Dolman, the one and only Russ Meadows, the one and only Steve Scott, the one and only Blue Light Turner, the one and only Lewis from Lock Condex Craftsman. We have the Virtual Craft Festival out there lurking, and we have the one closing off this run, and then we'll get the rest later on, which is one and only Wacky Woodshops, one and only Wayne of the Big Feeties, and the ever lovely Valerie. And we have the Wood Jedi himself, Mr. Wayne the Wood Turner.
How you doing, everybody? Thank you very much for joining and supporting the Virtual Craft Festival. So what we're going to be doing today is we're taking a piece of sycamore, and we're going to be adding a little bit of colour to it. So when we get to that point, I'll be asking you to pick some colours. You can pick one or two or however many colours you like, and let's see what we can make it look like. May it be a mess or not. It's going to have some colour on it.
We have IDR Wood Turning in the chat. We have CJ's Hobbies all the way from Tennessee. Lurking out there too.
How you doing?
Folks, we'll be calling us out throughout the day. Oh, I missed Brian at Heartwood Turn. Brian, good to see you. Hope you're ready for your spot at 11 o'clock. Folks, we'll be calling out the channels themselves and a few other bits and pieces throughout the day. So watch out for this kind of speech. I'm sure it'll happen a lot, which is if you really like what Jamie does, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you really like what he's doing, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you like his content, and make sure it makes its way to you every time he's on. Malcolm Douglas is missed. Jolly good.
Hello, sir.
Lots of hellos, lots of people saying hi. You have 51 watching, and
awesome,
stunning 21 thumbs up.
Great stuff.
Steve from SK Crafts is in here. Steve, I hope you're all ready for your spot.
Hello, Steve.
At the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. SK Crafts will be on at 10 o'clock, folks. Make sure you either go over and check out his channel right now or use the virtual crafty link to go and make sure that you can get. He's up next on the playlist, so check him out.
Mm-hmm. So his wood is the foot's a little bit wonky, so I'm going to take that back a bit after I've flattened it off.
Is the sticker a feature?
I think so, mate. I think so.
CG Hobbs is suggesting you should copy all of the Virtual Craft Festival playlists he has on his channel. That's very kind of you, CJ. Very kind. Lots of questions about who's sitting on the VCF account. I think you'll find that at this point of the day, it's me.
I was never good at multitasking. Let's turn that label off and turn the tool rest down a bit.
But there'll be absolutely different people, I'm sure, as the day goes on.
Let's see where that is. There we go. That's on centre. So, right, we're just making a mortise at the bottom so I can grab it with the chuck drawers.
Douglas Mungham's in the chat. Ralph Holmes in the chat.
Hello, Douglas.
You have 61 watching, James.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Joe Senior's in the chat. I think I said earlier on. Good morning,
Hello,
Joe.
Joe.
Hashtag Joe's not competitive.
Was this because of Steve's little quiz he did last night?
I'm not sure. I'm 10-0.
Gotcha. I'm way ahead here.
Folks, remember, if you like what you see Jamie doing, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, give that subscribe button a push and give that old notification bell a ring. That way you tell the YouTube algorithm that you like his content, and that will continue to recommend his stuff to you. John S. Carstens in the chat.
There we go.
You got headstock, Cam?
I do. Would you like me to put it on?
Please, because we're getting this wonderful view of the bottom of the bowl, and what we could be doing is a bit of an over the head, I feel.
Okay. Well, I've got to do a little bit of sanding now. So, oh no, I still got to do a little bit of. Still got to take a bit of the side off. So, I'll switch the camera now. There we go. Actually, let's use a square one.
Cool. Glad to hear. Steve says he's not chatting a lot. He sounds a bit sad. Glad to hear it, Steve. SK Crafts are on at 10 o'clock, folks. Remember, please check out the playlist for the day, and I'll take you to Steve's channel. He's also in the description of Jamie's particular live today. You'll find him. He's the second person on it, SK Crafts.
That'll be the one. Right, so we're going to do a little bit of sanding now. Right, so we're going to start off with 80 Grit, which is also Mr. Jacobson's rap name.
Oh, Stephen Gordon's in the chat.
Hello, Stephen. Not going to take much to sand down this because we've got quite a decent finish straight off the tool.
No drilly?
Nah, I'll leave that for Wayne. And plus, I haven't got a proper one. Wayne's the only one that's got a real one. Yeah, I've got a
Black
fake
and
one.
Decker antique.
Yeah, there you go.
Like an unrestricted motorbike. That's what he's got.
Yep.
Barry Libarizen from Real Simple Things. Morning all, and my fellow Frenchmen.
Hello, Barry.
Bonjour, Libari.
So, let's take a look. So, I think we could probably step up another grit now.
Yeah, sexy for watching, young Jamie.
Hello, everybody. I'm good to see you on this very cold morning in this workshop. Anyway, it's a bit hour earlier this year or this month, should I say, not this year, due to the United States going forward an hour. Why, I don't know, but I don't know why we have to do it either, to be honest with you. There you go. One of them things. So on to 180 grit now. So we do that, and then we go up to 240, and then we'll start picking some colours. So I have, just for reference, if people have any favourites, I've got the Spirit Stains by Crimson Guitars. I've got the Intrinsic Collection by Hampshire Sheen, and I've also got the Spirit Stains by Chestnut. So if anyone has any particular favourites, shoot, go ahead and pick some. Bear in mind that the Spirit Base from Chestnut and Crimson are Spirit based, and the Intrinsics are water based. So not really a good idea to mix them, because I've got to put sanding sealer over the top of them, and it's different sanding sealers for different stains, for water based and spirits.
Lionel's asking in French, so I'm not going to butcher it. He says, "How's it going, guys?" Question from Mark, the Garden Woodshop. What's the plan for this piece, which I think you might just have covered?
The plan for this piece, yeah, I'm just gonna stain it. Let you guys pick the colours. It's that simple, really.
Joe's asking for purple.
I didn't doubt it.
Woodworm Paul's in the chat.
So I think the only one that's got purple would be Chestnut, unless you got plum, which is in
Intrinsic.
Is
plum, I guess. Yeah.
So I could put some plum on there.
Like I said, Woodworm Paul's in the chat. We're from Gerald suggesting pink and purple.
Pink and purple.
Christod says, "Oh, well, there's a bit of a chat about daylight savings going on. Apparently, the EU are going to stop it. I admire their boldness. I agree. We should just do away with this."
Right, so there we go.
Farce.
So let's start getting some colours picked now. Right, first question is for everybody: do I put a base colour of, say, black on, for example, or a darker coloured stain? Helpful if I didn't drop the glove first.
While folks are thinking about that, Lewis, Klondike Craftsman, saying he'd like to see the Hampshire Sheen product, and AH Bespokes in the chat. Green, he
Hello,
says.
Andy. Hello, Lewis. Alright, so I'm just going to get some gloves on. Let's take the face shield off for the time being.
Just received a super chat from Jake Thompson. He says, have a shave and shave accessories and a pancake.
Thank you very much, Jake. I will definitely get a pancake. Right.
Or have a pancake and pancake accessories, and I'm not sure.
Pancake and pancake accessories. Right. So what we're doing with the colours then, peoples? Are we going for a base colour, or are we just going straight off with the colours? So far we've got what pink? Was it pink and purple? I think that's what we've got so far, haven't we?
Woodworm Paul is saying black.
A black base coat, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. And Jiggy Shed saying Bennett Crimson Guitars showed how water-based stains can be used on top of spirit-based for a different effect. It was in one of his recent videos.
There you go. So we can do pink and thingy.
Sylvana's in and says, morning all, right. Not typing much today, but we'll be watching. I voted plum on silver.
Right, there we go.
Chris Cute's in. He says, good morning, sunshine.
Sorry?
Plum on silver.
All right, okay.
As I said, Mr. Chris Cute is in. He says, good morning, sunshine.
Hello, Chris. All right, let's get some black on there.
Mark the Gentleman Wood Tunnel's causing trouble. He says he'll buy your coffee if you show us your haircut.
I have no haircut. It's disappeared.
Yeah, so folks are out there. General sort of view seems to be Andy's suggesting green on black. We've got black base and pink and purple from Wacky Woodworks.
Right, okay.
There's a definite
pink and
black
purple
is a
seems to be
black's definitely a thought.
Yeah, black definitely seems to be a colour at the moment.
Yeah.
Pink and purple seems to be up there as well at the moment.
Does a bit. Does indeed. Malcolm Douglas, red for Wales.
Who won the rugby yesterday? Was it Wales?
Wales won all. Scotland beat France after a good game, but it's generally a good result. Well played by everyone.
So we've got that on there. Let's sand that back. I'm going to take that glove off. Nothing I wanted doing is melt into my hand.
That'd be entertaining at least, but not very good for you.
It would be.
You have 63 watching, 43 thumbs up. Folks, if you like what Jimmy does, please consider hitting that thumbs up. Give that subscribe button a push if you haven't already, and give that notification bell a ring. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you like what he does, and it'll continue to recommend his content to you after the festival. Douglas Mungham suggesting tartan.
Tartan, yeah, I could go and buy some tartan paint, Douglas. Let's go up a grit there, because let's see. That was a 180, so let's go to 240, just to sand it down a bit smoother. Don't want to sand it back too much because you won't see anything underneath it otherwise. There we go. There's obviously plenty left in the grain there. Lovely, lovely.
Chris Dodds is suggesting polka dots.
Polka dots.
Actually, he's actually written poker dots, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe it's polka dots. I think.
Right, let's quickly clean off this grain.
Michael McEwen is in the chat. Good morning, Michael.
Hello, sir.
Andy is celebrating his young child having been given to someone else and that he's now hands-free.
Awesome.
You have 66 watching,
let's get some colours on. So what do we want on first? Do we want the pink on first, or do we want the purple on first?
Ooh.
So I've got pink, which is spirit, and then we can put the...
Isn't it darker to lighter? Isn't it darker to lighter? So, I mean, I would suggest purple next, and then pink.
Purple first, yeah. So let's quickly take all of my Star Bond off of the shelf so I can get to the purple.
Gerald the French Tunnel says agrees. He says purple first. Steve from SK Crafts says purple first.
Purple first, yeah. How are we doing it? Are we just doing it random, or just any sort of particular way, or?
Oh, go on.
Random dots all over the place, or?
What do you think?
I have no idea. It's up to you guys.
Don't make it
I've
my
never
decision.
exactly been the artistic type.
I would suggest purple first, and I would just do it as an entire rub across the whole bowl.
Yeah, there's a bit of anything.
You won't see it against the black. You won't see it against the black.
So
and then knock it back a tiny bit.
Purple at the bottom, and then fade it up to the pink at the top.
Yeah, give it a run over with the sand, and then do the pink. Jake Thompson says randomly particular.
Yeah,
Jake, I'm now certainly confused. French Turner says, young Joe says, go for avant-garde, young Jamie. Douglas wants you to splash it all over. The Jennifer Stratton's in the chat as Jennifer's crafting.
Hello,
creations.
Jennifer.
Good morning, Jennifer. Folks, if you haven't already, please, if you like what Jamie's doing, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. That will tell the YouTube algorithm that you really like his content. I'll make sure when Jamie's ever live and releasing any content, you'll be able to get notified straight away. If you really like what he's doing, the link at the top of the chat is to buy him a coffee. Pop in there and buy the man a coffee. He drinks copious amounts of it. I don't think he likes flavored coffee though. I'm not sure.
Oh, I do. It's just Mr. Woodturner doesn't.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Paul says, bought a diamond belt. Oh, hold the phone. He's bought a diamend belt and set of buffing wheels from Ed yesterday. Oh wait, he's bought it from Ed. So good. Got it from Ed yesterday.
Keep the receipt if you go and see Mr. Glynn Senior. All right.
Wheels from Ed yesterday. Buffing wheels from Ed yesterday. Hope they're as good as they say they are. The diamond belt is very, very good, sir. So
there we go. So we've got a bit of purple on there, as you can see. Okay. So now we're going to whack some pink on there. So now I've just got to find it. Yellow, red. There it is. It's hiding at the back.
It's worth noting, and I hadn't planned to do this because it might have embarrassed her, but nonetheless, it's Jennifer Stratton's birthday today.
Should we all sing happy birthday? Some people.
She's 21.
Everybody can mute if they like. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jennifer. Happy birthday to you.
Lawrence Buggs is in the chat. Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Happy birthday, Jennifer. Have a great day. Right, so we use the purple stains from Chestnut, and now we're going to use the pink stains from Crimson Guitars. Just to even it out, I'm going to use some microcrystalline wax from Hampshire Sheen over the top. Just so we don't leave anybody out then.
Yeah, young Chris Dodds is saying, show us your pink bits.
Your pink bits, eh? Very, very vibrant pink this is. Yeah.
Michael McCune's in the chat.
Hello, buddy.
You have 68 watching, Jimmy.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for getting up early for this.
Very much so.
For the Virtual Craft Festival today. We have a fantastic day lined up for you guys. In the next hour, we'll be moving over. At the top of the hour, we'll be moving over to Steve from SK Crafts. I'll be posting his link towards the end of this run, but you can find him at the Virtual Crafty website. You find him at the Virtual Crafty website, and his link is obviously down in the description for this video. You can also find that particular link on Steve's page, if you're already channel. I'll get you in the brain, boy. Over on his channel, and you'll be able to catch up with him there. But we'll be posting some of these other links as we go through the chat. But if you want to find out what's going on today, go to virtualcrafty.com. That contains the playlist for the day, as every show is finished.
I don't know why you can see that on camera.
Tiny bit blurry, but looks
awesome
to me, mate.
Yeah. All right, let's get Take them gloves off and let's get some cellulose sanding sealant. Actually, no, let's put some acrylic on there because I use spirit-based.
As I was saying, so the go to the Virtual Crafty. As the day goes on, we'll be moving the shows that have just been on to the back of the playlist. So you'll always have the freshest, most up-to-date show at the start of it. So www.virtualcrafty.com will always give you the running order for who's on next and where to find them.
There we go. Let's keep that running for a little while.
Amy DeAngelis is in.
Hello, Amy. So, like I said,
I think means friend in French. I think.
What's that, mate?
I might be wrong. I think friend de Amy. Anyway, I might be wrong. Ian the Monkey Hanger's in. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian. So now I've got some microcrystalline wax from Hampshire Sheen to go over the top of it. What's the time we're looking at, Dale?
It's 9:26. Plenty of time, sir.
Loads of time, mate. Loads of time. Right, so we want to spin that about 1,000.
Is that Hampshire Sheen?
That is, it's Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax.
Question. Dale, can spray lacquer be put over resin? I certainly have, so I would take the answer to be yes.
I've seen it put over it before, yeah. If you tune in to Jake Thompson at 7 PM UK time, you can ask him all the resin questions you like. Mr. Resin Guru himself.
Chris Gershwind is saying, very pretty, Jimmy.
Thank you very much.
Pete from Twisted Trees in. Pete, sorry if I missed you earlier.
I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm not sure what's coming up like on camera. I'll hold it up a bit. Once I've taken it off the worm screw, I'll hold it up a bit more close to the camera.
Mark is causing trouble again. He's saying, Jamie, is Speed your friend?
Is Speed my friend? Today it is, on wood.
Yeah.
Not when turning resin, evidently, because I nearly ended up with a broken arm this week because of Mark.
There's an interesting question out there in the chat for you, Jamie. Which is more shiny, Hampshire Sheen High Gloss or microcrystalline?
I haven't used high gloss for a long time. So unless Martin's changed the mixture in any way, I've kind of forgotten what
is the other one.
Yeah, I would probably say high gloss. I mean, it kind of says it in the title, but I mean, it's been such a long time since I used a high gloss. I've kind of forgotten what it looks like. To be honest, I really must buy some more. To be honest,
Mark's popped up and said high gloss.
Who said that? Sorry,
Mark said high gloss, so that's two of us.
Yeah, but Mark seems to know what he's talking about with wood turning. But he nearly gave me a broken arm with something last week.
Steady on, boys.
Right,
folks.
Let's give a quick look at what this looks like. I don't know where you'd be able to see that now. You see that now? Oh,
yes, we can.
There you go.
Look at that. I would change camera.
Change camera, yeah? What's a tough stock? Is that better? How's that? I think Dale's got visitors.
Yes, someone, my lovely lady, delivered me some breakfast coffee.
He's getting his Weetabix delivered. Hello, Mrs. K. I'm in Fiji.
Mrs. Kirkwood and the small dog is here.
So yeah, so that's so we're going to get to doing a bit of hollowing now. Yeah. So right, so we're going to go to my number one tool in this workshop, which is ironically the number one hollower from Easy Wood Tools. So we're going to go and grab that right about now. Which is this. I'll show it quickly. Give you a quick show of it. So you have the CI3, which is the standard, which is a standard size cutter there, and then you have the CI5, which is the smaller one, which is that one there is the number one hollower. Okay, so there we go. So you make sure now, just for people that don't know how to use carbides, which I very much doubt there's many of you, you basically make sure the cutter's dead on center when turning. So you should lower that tool rest a little bit and make sure it's not touching the bowl. Keep the tool perfectly parallel to the bed of the lathe and basically just move it left and right and plunge in. No need to twist the tool. No need to do none of that. And just make sure you have a decent cutter on it, aka Easy Wood Tools cutters.
Klondike Craftsman saying it's way too early for room service. And Shop Dog Workshop's in the chat.
Hello, Mark.
Question from Douglas Munning. JP, does Easywood do a flat 10mm cutter?
Yes, they do a flat and a radius, I think. If that's what you're talking about, yeah. I think it's 10mm. If you give us 2 secs, mate, I'll check.
I think it's 10mm.
I think it's 10. But all of the square cutters, they do either a flat or a radius square, and that includes a negative rake as well.
Pete from Twisted Tree says, I have no idea on using carbides. Must try them sometime.
You should try a stream deck as well.
You have 6 to 8 watching, Jamie. Folks, if you like what Jamie's doing,
Thanks
please
very
hit that
much.
thumbs up. That'll tell the YouTube algorithm that you like his content, and it'll make sure it recommends this and any other content with the same tag to you.
I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with this.
Gerald the French Tunnels is saying, JP, can you repeat the number of this blade?
So this one here is a CI5, Gerard.
Question from Amy. Sorry for the newbie annoying question, but what is the difference between traditional and carbide tools?
Nothing. They both get the job done.
I think you might need to go a bit further than that, sir.
So the difference is people that traditional tools is what's currently known as gouges. So for argument's sake, this one here is a spindle gouge. I think that's a spindle gouge. And that one there is a carbide. So a carbide, you can take the tips off with an Allen screw and the replacement tips. And a spindle where you just regrind the tips. So this is what the this is what's called a traditional tool, or what's known as a traditional tool. But to me, that is a traditional tool because that's what I started out with. There's a lot of people that there's a lot of big arguments going around about traditional versus carbide and all that sort of stuff. I don't know why, to be honest. If they both get you into wood turning and they both get the job done, why the arguments? At the end of the day. But again, some people are stuck in their ways and they're not changing for nobody. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's the life we live in. It's kind of deal with it or get out, you know. But there you go.
It's very philosophical.
I know,
Very
right?
philosophical.
I'm starting to sweat now. They'll help me.
I guess one of the things to take away from that, Amy, and lots of people talk about it, is it's really what projects out from the top of it. A carbide is a specific carbon and metal coating. They come in many different types, and it's a tightly packed molecule where there's lots of carbon and lots of a particular metal in alongside it. Whereas in high-speed steel, that is a pure projection of the steel that the entire bar is made from. Carbide tends to be more resilient as a surface, and therefore, remains a better cutting head for longer before eventually abrades. The carbide itself is abraded, whereas high-speed steel needs to be regularly sharpened to maintain the cutting edge. Both are very effective, require different types of skills to use. Carbide is highly used in automated tooling and is very effective in that space. And traditional tools are often very effective when they are being used by a professional. The learning curves are quite different. However, a carbide, you can get people going very quickly, whereas a traditional tool requires that bit more training and practice.
Mm-hmm.
You have 73 watching, Jamie, and your
awesome.
earworm.
Thank you very much.
Your earworm has a face full of croissant.
Croissant, and I'm the Frenchman.
As a rule, I have a love for French cuisine, so. Question from Douglas Mungham. How's the broken arm?
It's all right. I can move my fingers now and move my arm all right. It only hurts when I touch it now. I didn't actually break it. Well, I never broke it. Never actually went to the hospital. And my stubbornness got the better of me. And Mark's laughter got the better of him. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's not giving me any trouble now, so I guess you could say I've forgiven him now.
Sorry, folks. You have 68 watching, folks. If you enjoy what Mr. Page is doing, please hit that thumbs up. That will tell the YouTube algorithm you like his material. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and give that notification bell a ring.
Thank you very much. Right, so there's a little bit more sanding on the outside there, because there we go. So I can't remember who it was asked me what my plans for this was. Who was that? Can you remember?
Oh, Chris Dodds, I think.
Chris Dodds. So what my plans were, as you can see, was I coloured the outsides, but what the true plans for it was it's Jennifer Strawton's birthday today. So if Jennifer Strawton wouldn't mind sending me her address, it's actually going to go to Jennifer.
There you go, Jennifer. Bit of a prezi from young Mr. Page. Mr. Stacey Smith is in the chat. We also had Sidley61 is in the chat.
Hey! Got some abranet bouncing out my hands.
Question from young Douglas. The carbide bit I'm looking for is not cupped 10mm diameter round.
It's not what, sorry?
He's looking for a carbide bit that isn't cupped, is not a cupped 10mm diameter round. Question mark.
Cupped 10mm. Are you talking about? It's not a I forgot what it's called. Not a negative rake. As in, it's just a normal standard one. Because the only cupped ones I can think of would be the negative rake, if that's what you mean. Or are you talking about a flat? So let me change camera. So let's, for argument's sake, that's a straight square one. Oh, I'm losing the camera there. So that's a straight square one. Yeah, and then you got the radius, which is more of a more of an angled. Oh, I'm losing my. It's more angled like that. So it's more domed at the tip. Is that what you was talking about, Douglas? I can get onto a call with you a bit later on if you like, Douglas, and I might be able to help you out a bit more. And we'll make sure we get this sorted. So obviously get you everything that you need then, buddy. Because if not, I can put you in contact with the guys at Easy Wood.
I don't know if you caught it earlier on. Jappy's in.
Hello, Jappy.
You have 75 watching.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could be here today. It's considering we're an hour early, it's not ideal that you all have to get out of bed early, I know, but there we go. Alright, let's step this up to 180 now.
Leaping Lima Craftworks is in.
Hello, buddy.
He says, and I echo where we're going, it's good bloody morning to you all.
Definitely.
Very anglicised response. Very anglicised response. I suspect Australian, British, or somewhere in between.
Yeah, I would say so.
Michael McEwen, Douglas, I believe the closest EWT cutter to that is the CI3, which is 12mm and flat.
CI3 is a circle one. I think CI2 is a square.
JP makes us saying, hi, JP and Dale. Dale, did I miss you singing the song? No, you didn't. You didn't, sir.
I haven't put any on yet, mate.
Imminent,
yeah.
So Lima says it's time for Waffle House. Woo!
See any cut. So you got the plain CI, the plain square radius. The plain square cutter would be just a CI2. Then you got the CI2R, which is the radius cutter, which goes over at a radius. And then you got the CI2 NR, which is the negative rake, or you got the CI2 NRR, which is a CI2 negative rake radius.
Scott, the
I
blue
hope
light
that
tumbler.
makes sense.
Scott, the blue light tumbler's just given you a super chat. He says, towards new white paint for the wall.
Oh man, I need it. That's quite a funny story. That was when I I put a video out of a big piece of wood that I was turning, that I set fire to. I think Barry LeBrow was hassling me to do a Bernie video, so I did it, and then I soaked it in Danish oil, and then decided to turn the lathe on at 1800 revs, and the lathe kind of went, or the oil kind of just left the wood, and I ended up with a nice stream of Danish oil going the right way around my workshop.
Be hilarious.
So,
be on your roof as well, I would imagine.
There was a little bit, yeah, but it was going under the shelves and the opposite door as well. So
Jamie made a mess, people. Jamie made a mess. Jamie,
I made a mess.
You have 80 people watching. Folks, if you like what Jamie's doing, remember, hit that thumbs up. That tells the YouTube algorithm you like his content, and he will absolutely be producing more, and it'll make sure you get them recommended to you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give that old notification bell a clang, and that way make sure you don't miss anything that this wonderfully talented and slightly mad individual produces.
That's an understatement. Right, so now we need. What time are we on, Dale?
We are coming up to 9:45.
Plenty of minutes. Plenty
Colin
of
King's
minutes.
in the chat, and Young Cuz is in the chat.
Hello, peoples. Right, let's get a bit of methylated spirits on here, or denatured alcohol.
Scott the Blue Light Tunnel is saying, or towards a cleaner, that workshop's a mess.
Yeah. If anyone knows how much I can hire Scott for, I will pay bacon sandwiches. Don't worry.
You don't want to hire Scott. You know, what I mean, I mean, his outlook in life is he doesn't want to be able to see it from his house.
Yeah, very true. I saw how he put up my conduit. Right, bit of sanding sealer on the inside. So this is kind of like a, what's the best way to put it? Kind of like a little bit of a jewelry dish, let's say, rather than a standard bowl. So that's kind of why I shaped it this way, to give it to Jennifer for her birthday. So just, has she recognised that she's got to message me yet, Dale?
I think she has.
If she hasn't, then I'll shoot her a message. Right, so you got to get ready to sing now, Dale. Sorry, mate.
Oh hell!
Unless we can get Joe in here to start singing.
Folks. I apologise now. This has become a thing. Hands that feel pity can be soft as your face with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Yorkshire Grit, the only abrasive paste with its own song.
And Martin Killigan, is methylated spirit the same as denatured alcohol?
Yes, it is. It's but we stain ours purple, so no one drinks it.
Jennifer says, "Thank you very much, Jamie."
You're welcome.
Folks, at the top of the hour, we'll be switching over to SK Crafts on Steve's channel. You can find it here as the next one on the playlist, or you can go direct via this link. Steve will be on at 10 o'clock, so make sure you get ready to be able to switch over at 10 o'clock to watch a very talented man producing, I hope, some very talented goods today. I'm not actually sure what Steve's doing after this, but because Steve is a turner, you can be reasonably assured it'll be a turning video. But make sure you check him out either via the Virtually Crafty, which is the playlist that takes you to his channel, or go straight there via the link I've just posted. After Steve, we have Brian at Heartwood Turning. This is Brian's first Virtual Crafty Festival. Brian's really looking forward to it. He's been doing a bit of practice. It should be a good live. He's told me what he's doing, but I think we'll keep it a secret for just now. And then at 12 o'clock, unfortunately, you have to put up with me again. I'm back doing my own particular show. We have Al's Hack Shack at 1. We have Wendy. We have Heidi at 2. We then have the Mad as a Box of Frogs Costas is back. We went on to our very own Wayne the Woodturner. After that, we have the amazing Andy Heel. And that takes us up to around 6 o'clock, where you can check back in and catch up with the rest of the guys.
Right, let's finish this off with a little bit of microcrystal on wax again.
You have 81 watching, Jimmy.
Awesome. Lovely peoples.
Douglas Mungham's asking if it's an SK funnel.
Nowhere near, mate. Nowhere near.
Folks, you have 65 thumbs up. Folks, if you like what Jamie does, please hit that thumbs up. That'll tell the YouTube algorithm that you really like his content and you like this style of content. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Give that notification bell a ring. That will make sure you get any content that he produces going forward recommended to you. If you really like what Jamie's doing, there's a buy me a coffee link at the top of the chat. You can always buy the man a coffee to say thank you for the efforts he's put in today. Mark at the Garden Workshop says, breakfast time for me now. Coffee for JP. Cheers.
Thank you.
Leaping Lemur Craftwork says, in reference to the SK funnel crack, Douglas has watched Steve before. Sumo's Projects is in. Woohoo! Great work, Jimmy.
Hello, Dirk. Good to see you, buddy. Been a long time, mate.
At the top of the hour, as I said, we have SK Crafts coming up. Folks, there's the link to his video, or if you prefer, you can just follow the playlist, which is available here at Virtually Crafty.
What time are we looking at, mate?
It's now 9:52.
9:52, so we've got 8 minutes. So I'm basically done, mate.
That's a catastrophe.
There we go. There's the bowl I've just gone and done. Or I say little bowl. It's a little jewellery dish for Jennifer for her birthday. So there you go. Bit of purple and pink in there. So yeah, there we go.
Looks
so
good,
all right. So that's made out of sycamore with crimson guitar stains and chestnut stains, finished off with Hampshire microcrystalline wax. Give a quick plug to Yandles, because that's where I got the blank from. Great people down there. If you live in the UK, that's where I get all my wood stocks from. 9 times out of 10, anyway. So yeah. Let's wrap up here and let everyone go and have a chance to go and get a cup of coffee or something like that, a cup of tea, whatever. Pee break.
Shall we just do a quick rundown for the day?
Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah, go for it.
So just checking out. So next up we have Steve SK Crafts from SK Crafts. You can find him. I'll post his link in a second, but you can find him at www.virtuallycrafty.com. After Steve, we have Brian at Heartwood Turning at 11. We have Maple Tree Studios at 12. We have Al's Hack Shack at 1. We have Heidi at Whitehall Pottery at 2. We have Anarchus Costas at 3. We have Wayne the Wood Jedi Woodturner at 4. We have Andy. We have AH Bespoke at 5. Beyond that, we have Robert and Harry at Hodgepodge Woodworks at 6. We have the one and only Jake Thompson at 7. We have Art of Fire Glass Blowing at 8. We have the lads, Franco Noce, Andy Burkey, and Chris Cute at 9 p.m. We then have the one and only Braxton at 10 o'clock. The man himself, Carl Jacobson coming in, and we should have Stone Coat Resin between 11 p.m. But the guys are having a few little hiccups right now, so we may have to drop someone in that slot. So at 11 o'clock, we should have a resin group in there, but we're just checking out where it's going to be. As I said,
Mungle wants to know if the lawnmower escapes no hair. No, I end up using the little toy chainsaw that I've got hanging up just over there.
The link I've just posted is to Steve SK Crafts. As Jamie wraps up, please just jump over to Steve or use the playlist that we have at virtuallycrafty.com, which will continue to be updated throughout the day. Folks, thank you so much.
Yes, basically just mimic what Dale just said there. Thank everybody so much for supporting the Craft Festival over the last 5 episodes that we've done. Carl, myself, and now Dale, who's part of the team, will be continuing doing this until, well, we decide to stop, which will probably be never. So thanks to everybody that continues to support the Virtual Craft Festival. We enjoy doing this, so like I say, we're going to keep on doing it all the time. You guys keep on watching, so I guess until May, where I've already started booking some people. I've already booked a professional. I forgot what they call it. Blacksmith, professional blacksmith. So that's going to be something new that we've got in. So and I've already booked Cammy as well. Cammy's Garage to come back as well. Until next time, we'll catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll probably see you over on Steve at SK Crafts in a little bit. So take it easy, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you all soon. All right. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.